The Europeans are insane, and these socialists really have to go because they want to track your crypto and they want your home address. They want to make you a target basically for home invasion or aggressive taxation policies, which the EU has. These socialist bureaucrats got to go, and I think you're going to see a change in government as we have had in the US, which I think is a good thing because they're destroying your economy. Um, you're going to have your lunches eaten, mainly by this guy. He basically, his fellow board members are missing because he probably ate them. But Europe is waking up and they are starting to ask the right questions. And for example, Sarah Nafo, or however you say her name, has called on the EU to reject a digital euro and establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. In the US, our government is going over and preventing Carolyn Crenshaw from being renominated because she's anti-crypto. So it is happening. It's that's just what's going to happen. It's going to be a pro-crypto world, and this is it, man. This is buy your Bitcoin and wait. Don't wait to buy Bitcoin. That's a great saying right there because we have a lot of legislators and they're all talking about the Bitcoin reserve, and other countries are going to follow, like China. They started a payments app on Alipay is now taking crypto and looking allowing people to buy it there. And people are following Saylor and his playbook. So it's going to happen. And once this happens with the strategic reserve in the U.S. when Trump's office in 30 days, kaboom.
The guy that actually turned me on to Bitcoin in 2013, who's in the Mideast right now, and he said he's never seen anything like it. He's convincing more people to buy Bitcoin in the 3 days he's been there than any time in his whole career. And they're huge pools of capital. And so we're seeing something globally. When Trump advocated in Nashville that he was going to be a crypto president, a Bitcoin president, and now he's the president, let me tell you, other leaders heard that. And so I think we're strapping in for what could be an amazing rally. I want to get back.
Now, the buying is across the board. Doesn't matter if it's in Saudi Arabia or wherever. You can see it in the stats. And you could ignore the price because they're just jerking it around to see if they can get more, liquidity. But in Europe, if they're going to try to tax your unrealized capital gains and tax all kinds of different things, go screw yourselves. These socialists are the problem. And even Russia knows that you can't ban Bitcoin and you can't stop it. So everybody's figuring that out. And it's just going to grow. And don't spend your time trying to explain to idiots, about Bitcoin. You don't have to. You know who will explain it? The price. The price always has the last word. Anyway, on to the video. I hope you enjoy these few trades that I made. They're just hedges against what I own. And enjoy. All right, I'm just putting down here my exit right there. The 190s, that's all I was basically looking for. And I am out just under 194. And it was a good trade. Yeah, nothing to really go on about. We could drop all the way down to this area here, but I don't think we're going to really go much further. This is a good buying area in reality. And this is a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I guess I can put that in there. Let's put 1. Oops, come on. And 3. Which is faster, I don't know. Okay. There you go. So you got the 1, 2, 3 right down here. And this is going to be its support zone. And right here. And there you go. Good trade. Onward and upward to the next one. Yep. Now that was the XRP short hedge. Now this is the Bitcoin short hedge from the 108K range, which I told everybody about ahead of time, and I exited it in the mid 97K range, and it was a good trade. There's really not much to go on. These are just technical trades, short hedges against what I already own, and you know what I'm looking for in the future. And if you watch the rest of this video, you'll see the big number projections at what's likely to occur. Anyway, I hope you enjoy, and good morning. Okay, so here we are. Bitcoin went over and broke out of this range. Now, previously, if you've seen my videos, you noticed that I took, I think it was like 3 trades, and this was my 4th on the different ranges. And this one actually broke through this zone right here and went all the way back down to this zone. And it traded back to at and under the 88.6% of the range, which is right off of this low here from this high over here. So this is what we're focused on right here. So the 108 acted as resistance. I had the divergences that formed. Let me go in here so you can see it. And I had a short hedge on here. Again, not that big of a deal because I'm not trading, big amounts. I'm still looking for us to keep going higher. So, I can do 10 to 20%. Remember, I have way too much on the long side from what I bought all the way below the 60K range and under. You know that. I don't have to tell you. So any hedges I do, I generally don't want to get caught though. If you get caught and it keeps going up, then I'm going to not make as much. And that would suck, but I'm a trader and I trade. So that is, the risk. And if I get locked into a profit at a certain level, hey, it happens. I'll live with it. But these were the 2 divergences into the 108 zone over here. So this makes perfect sense. And it retraced down to this 96, 97K area. Perfect. Now it went over and broke, and it's gone all the way under into this zone here. So it's fulfilled the pattern, which it wasn't doing previously before. If you remember before, it didn't go down to here. It went over and set up more like it would into this over here that kept repeating themselves. Well, this time they've broken it out because there were too many buyers. And they're trying to shake them out. And I noticed a lot of people said they were buying into this zone on the first pullback, and it's not a bad buy. It's just that the bigger money wants to see if they can try to shake out the tree, and that's fine. Doesn't really mean much. But what does mean something is whatever the low is on the this move here. It could still go lower. Maybe it'll go down to the 90K. Maybe they can even get it to get all the way back down to this 88K in this area down here, which was a previous zone. If they could do that, that would be really cool. But I don't expect that. I expect this zone to hold this green zone that I put in here. But that's up to the market. Right now, you're going to hear, oh, it's because of the government shutdown and all this other blah, blah, blah. Whatever. I'm expecting pullbacks to happen, and because Trump is not in office for another 30 days, right? Yeah, we're right up to the 30-day mark, so the clock is ticking, and they're having all kinds of fun in government because the Democrats are going insane, and they're trying to pass all kinds of things before he gets in office. It's kind of entertaining. Unfortunately, government is very much it's kind of like a television show, is the only way to put it. It's mostly actors, trying to vie for what they consider to be power. Unfortunately, we get caught in between all of this, but whatever. So what I want you to pay attention to is we have the high right here, and this wound up being in the low 108K range, right? Let's say that we get the low all the way down to 92 or 90, whatever it is. It should be reflective. So whatever this is from here down to here, let's say it goes to 90, and that's 18. 18 above this 108 right here. I don't have to tell you that's going to put it back into this zone up here, and it's going to approach this R point up here, which the R point, the next one above here, fibs and stats wise, and this is the last one until we get to numbers that go much higher. And I'm talking the mid 50 to 60K range, I believe. I'd have to go over and look at the calculations, but this is it. This is the next major focal point. So this is a big gulf. So they're going to want a shakeout between these levels. This makes perfect sense. And so, excuse me. So this makes perfect sense. You know, anybody who has money on the sidelines buying in this range here, that's like, that's pretty. That's all I can say. And so that's what we would look for next. So if we equal it out and so forth, say it goes down to 19 here, 18 above there, I don't have to tell you. That's going to be very pretty, and it's going to put it right into this 126, or maybe even up to the 128. We'll see how far down it is. We're right now in a pullback, so I can't say, but I think this zone right here is likely to hold. Remember, all the prints have not changed, and have not changed throughout the whole year. Big money is buying all the dips. They're pushing it down on small volume and then buying it back on larger volume. So how long they can do this without, you know, well, we'll see when we get to these numbers up here. That's going to be, you know, key. And if you saw my video, you know where I closed out my shorts. I did pretty good from the 108 all the way down here in this range right here. That's perfect. Was a good trade, and it was traded well on the hedge. Other than that, right now I'm just sitting back and watching like everybody else. And that will be it for this video. There's really not much to go on about. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back in the next one.